Hi, welcome back. I'm still working on the head here, so we're going to paint that one more time, a couple more times yet. I have maybe 4 or 5 washes on this head already where the black is, but I want to show you something really kind of neat here that you need to know about. Once I get this painted, I'll show you what I'm talking about. In here, you see some lines going across, and what I did there was I took a very fine brush and I just pulled those lines through that you see down here, and I'll show you that in just a second here. I just put another coat of black on. When you do these coats in a wash, you don't get a shininess on your paint, which is important. Also, I'll show you what I did here in just a second. I took a very thin brush, a real tiny one, and I kind of just loaded it up a little bit and just pulled those lines through like so. Okay, give it a little more realistic look to it. Alright, that's all you do is do your lines and go back and forth here, you know, and anything you didn't get too close enough, you can go back with this nice little one and take care of that. Okay, so there's still you have plenty of time to do this. This just takes some extra time on my part to do it. And then when you're done getting all the black in, and I'm going to do maybe 4 more coats of that, I'm going to go back to the back portion of your bird, the chickadee. I'm going to put a little dab of paint in here like that. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put just a dab of white in with it, just to soften it up a little bit, just like so. Okay, so I'm going to go back over this. See how it just made it just a tad lighter. To me, it was just a bit too dark the way it was. See? And you're just going to let that dry. Again, I'll do another 3 or 4 coats of this on. You can do this offline, you know, after you wash this, just take your time with it. And you want to get those edges as close to there as you can. You don't want to load up your brush too much because you don't want it being pulled into the white. And I'm also going to go over this other portion lightly. See if we can get that covered just a tad more. Okay. We're going to do a few more washes on this, and then what I want to do, take a little dab of, we're going to switch our, I like these styrofoam plates. These are really nice. Than paper plates. It's just something I prefer. We're going to mix a little brown in with this. See the consistency we have? Just a little bit of brown. Maybe a little bit more. Like a darker mustard color. And what I'm going to do, very lightly, I'm going to do this on the sides here. Just like so. Okay? See how I have that? It's perfect. Just dark enough. Okay, and now that's gonna break up some of that coloring. And then we're gonna do the other side. Everything are done in washes, you know, going back and forth with it. And then what I'm gonna do later, I'm gonna mix some white in with it. And do another coat. Okay, so that's kind of how we got our bird. And then I'm going to put some white over here, and I'm going to mix some water with it. Get a little heavier weight. Just like so. I'm going to do the breast area again, and underneath here for another coat. kind of mix those two colors in together since they're a little bit wet yet. Okay. All you're doing is just mixing the colors and you're blending them in. And it takes a little bit of time. You don't want a perfect edge. See how that's just blending in? And what I might do is I just might do another just coat of white over top of that. Blend that in a little bit more. See, it's a little bit off-white, which is what I wanted. And then the same thing on this side. We're going to tone that down a little bit. You can tone it up or tone it down with a lighter or a darker color. And you learn that as you do this. You know, it's something that we kind of learn as we go. It's not really something that we automatically learn. Some people really have a good knack of it, but you know, mine's a lot of trial and error and just running stuff through, and then you know, just keep messing with it a little bit. And we may have to go up here and pour black through here again, which is okay. You can go over this as many times as you like until you're comfortable with the color, really. And that's really how it's done. There's no right or wrong way of doing this unless you're really going to compete with it. Like I said before, and this is not a competition, this is just to give you a general idea how birds are done. You know, and we try to get everything done here for you. Whoops, shouldn't have done that. That was a no-no. So we go back, we clean that up. And I'm going to mix a little bit of the white with this brown again, just to tone it down a little bit. We're going to do the tops again. I'm going to hold it by the face. So, you know, you can do that. Okay. And then our last little bit, after we're done and comfortable with all the washes, I'm going to show you the last little bit that needs to be done before we mount them. Okay, on a piece of driftwood. Okay, and I'll be back. I'm going to keep working on them just a tad more, and then I'll be back to explain how to do the mounting and how to clean up the eyes and stuff like that. So we'll be back.